today.
Always nice for us to welcome Susan Matthews to the show. She has Love Without Reason, a wonderful nonprofit whose name really does say it all. So good to have you back.
Thank you, Julie.
Susan is a very, very proud mom, actually, and with very good reason to be. So as we're talking this morning about this event coming up on September 13th, we're going to kind of weave into it something that her daughter Sarah has done as well that we'll tell you about. But this one, the Run4Love 5K, all is really in memory of Philip, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. September is craniofacial acceptance month, so we run in honor of our heroes of the past and heroes to come, you know, and to support these children that are born with clefts.
So I know you very much believe, and rightly so, in the power of positive, determined advocacy for your child. These children who are born with craniofacial differences can really find a quality of life that once was not available to them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's amazing, you know, surgery and then speaking life over them, like encouraging them, hey, look at me in the eyes. This is how we're going to talk. You're not going to live a life of shame and humiliation because you're loved. You are loved. And sharing that message, I mean, we saw that with Philip, our firstborn, just being able to confidently speak in front of crowds and just walk into a room and own the room. That was his legacy. I mean, that's the way he behaved, and that's what we want to see with these children we operate on.
So I do want to make sure we get to the nuts and bolts of things, and then I want to share a story that you have shared with me before, if that's okay. But the race itself, the Run4Love, is on September 13th at the Riverpark?
That's right, Saturday, September. It's always the second Saturday in September. It's at the Riverpark Pavilion number 4, and it'll start 8 a.m. You can walk in, register. There's a 10K this year, and a 5K, so, and a 500, the Big Wheel 500.
Yeah, tell me about that. Somehow that one missed me last year, but you said a lot of adults took part in that.
Yeah, there were some adults that came too, so it was sweet just to watch the children, you know, with their little tricycles. They came in, brought them, and just raced around and got a little trophy, and you know, it was just fun to watch them.
So is it a qualifying race, or is it just to come out and enjoy the day?
Just come out and enjoy the day.
So when people come, Susan, and they can register day of, the monies go towards what?
So because it's craniofacial acceptance month, what we are doing is impacting the lives of these children who need facial surgery. So the team is getting ready to go to Zambia. For the first time, for the first mission, that country has only 3 surgeons that can do these specific surgeries. Can you imagine an entire country with 3 surgeons who can specifically do cleft lip? I mean, we're so blessed here that we have Dr. Sargent and amazing teams like that. But how many children are waiting and don't have a voice just because they don't have the resources?
And I've said it before because I think it's powerful to have a number. The work that they do in India and in Africa, $1,000 basically will save a life. So when you're signing up for the race or making donations, every $1,000 is a child's life
Absolutely,
impacted.
And break it down. I mean, $100 a month, that's doable. You know, we can do that, and what an impact that will leave on these children.
So now let's talk about Sarah and the work that she's done, because when she was a student still, right, at Udawa High School?
That's right.
She began something called People Not Products?
That's right, People Not Products. Just a way to raise awareness in the community about human trafficking, and we would do in-person events even through COVID, and you know, but our thought was, you know, how do we make this more reachable to a bigger crowd, and just, you know, to people in the other side of the world who also need to learn about human trafficking. So now it's in a webinar format. It'll be the first Wednesday of September, and every other month going forward from there. And yeah, you can just register.
Because it is a topic that we hear about, but we don't really understand it. And then we just saw days ago in Collegedale something happened. So it's very important that we do understand.
Education is the most critical piece to fighting human trafficking, in my opinion.
Okay, so now here's the story that I was going to share with you, because it makes me tear up every time, but I think I'm going to tell it right. That when you were expecting Philip, you knew before he was born that he had these challenges.
Yes.
And doctors really did not encourage you to keep the baby.
That's true.
Yet you and your husband did, and you prayed over it.
Yes.
You must feel humbled all the time to see the ripple effect of Philip's life.
Oh, absolutely, Julie. I mean, sometimes I wake up scared thinking, you know, what if I had chosen a different choice and not had Philip? What would my life be like today? And I would not have cared about these children. I would not have thought about human trafficking. but walking this journey that we did with Philip and the joy of raising him and helping him to succeed in his life, and the struggles of going through surgeries and facing bullying and these challenges, it just prepared our hearts to do what we were supposed to do with Love Without Reason, and now we see his smile continue.
Yeah, he was a student at Macaulay, well loved.
Yes.
You just never know how the lives that he touched while he was a student there, those young men are now grown men.
Yes,
and who knows
absolutely.
how they're spreading that into the community.
Absolutely.
Do you think for anybody, I was at the grocery store the other day and I saw a young child with, I think, a cleft palate.
Okay.
And I thought about you. Hopefully by now when this happens in people's lives, there's a lot of resources available. But if
Yes.
people have questions and they're beginning this journey, can they
Yes.
turn to you?
Absolutely. I mean, we offer that opportunity as well. You know, just sometimes people just need to know you're not alone. And we've walked through this path, and we're here to help. We're here to offer advice, just share concerns. And you know, Philip wrote a lot about that, of his journey in his autobiography. So these are things that, you know, we want to be able to impact others as well.
Well, if you go to the Love Without Reason website, you will find a way to link in to that webinar for the People Not Products. But the best thing you can do actually is be down at the Riverpark beginning at 8 o'clock on September 13th and be a part of this year's Run for Love. Not a 5K anymore, because there's the 10K component too, plus the fun of the Big Wheel 500. So good to see you, Susan.
Thank you.
And our show